Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in today. Today we're going to be talking about working out from within you, about old self, and how you to go ahead and programming yourself within the new self. What is that all about? Last night we had a talk with Ray Skywalker. She's in the house now. I'm going to be talking about recognize the people in a second. But that was the question from her because she's like working through the old self, programming to discover the new self. To discover, you will discover the things from within you. Those are the new abilities, those are the new things. We're going to be talking about this. And we're going to be talking about even going a little bit in a depth that the more you discover from within you yourself, the more you will have to fight your old self. That is a part of an inner fight from within you. So, stopping in, send message, send some love. Hi, CF. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, brother. Love to see you that you're stopping by, and thank you for coming in. Yes, the energies are nuts in a way, but that is the old energies, Josh. Even that today my computer was really hacked. My video and my astrogravitational report got jacked up. My camera was jacked up. For even that, I turned off my computer. My camera was still on. Okay, so somebody was looking at to the camera and blocked the feed that goes into the YouTube. So the YouTube recorded the 30 whatever 39 whatever minutes. There was only like a 15 minutes recording. Weird, right? But it's Mercury retrograde. I'm going over it. I send a report to YouTube because this is a live feed. And if something happened, guys, I will look at the chat here, not like the other one when I see the chat, but I don't see the chat, but I see the graphics of that I'm talking to you guys. But it is what it is. I work on my end in here. I fix my computer. I had to do a lot of bunch of resets and so on. And okay, I'm an old school Linux guy, so did all the things that I needed to do. I hopefully the issue is running away on my end, but this should not happen. This should not happen at all. And I want to apologize because of things. But let me recognize the people in chat. We're gonna go dive it in with the working through. Okay, so Purity Passion, Diamond B, Lorianne, Ray Skywalker, thank you for the questions and the topic that you guys have today. Margaret Spina, thank you for coming in. Josh, thank you for reporting in. Victor, thank you. Thank you, Victor, for coming in. CF. Samantha, thank you. Thank you for coming in, Samantha. Erica, Christy, and Unseen Unsat. Thank you guys for coming in the chat and thank you for everything. Guys, just before I started, look at the topics, the things that are interesting from within you and the situations that you have from within you. Yes, there is a lot of grief energy that goes around with all the publications about the Queen of England and so on and so on for it. Uh, but don't allow this kind of things affecting you because it's better to do something for the people who are alive compared to the people who already passed away. For the people who passed away, there is a universe who held them in. That's going to be releasing an energy from within you. Okay. You can get your condolences. You can do this, but do not allow this to affect your life because you're still living among the lives in there. Mourning is okay and it's so on, but not allowed so much to affect you from within you. Recovery with Miss Williams. Thank you for coming to the chat. And Margaret Spina, good morning to you. Thank you for coming in. So here you are. We talked about yesterday about the frequencies, and through the frequencies, you are walking through your old self. But what is it, the old self? How the old self was acting, reacting, and processing informations from within you. But now, since you begin to awaken, you begin to enhance a new capabilities, a new abilities. You're discovering your psychic abilities. You're discovering your energy abilities. You're discovering your gravitational abilities from within you. And that gravitational abilities from within you, now you're beginning to work it on. But through all this process of learning the new, you are facing your old self. You are learning from within when you react it from the old self, but you are learning also to practice the new learnings from within you. For example, now in the new cycle that's coming in, you don't react anymore with anger when you sense a certain things. No, you just let it slide through because you understand that it is about things that they have nothing pretty much to do with you. It has to do with the situations that it is. And if the situation ruins your inner peace, is ruining the truth now from with you, is ruining everything that was for, you're going to face your old self. And whatever it in your old self is, you have to look at it in there. That's what we are talking about, to discover the healing from within your pain, because the pain is telling you what you need to heal from within. So during these processes, for you are going to look at it thousands of years. That is a knowledge inside of you. That was a knowledge that was passed from one generation to another generations to another generations, and so on and so on and so on. You probably facing the things that that's how it was and that's how it is. But now, when you are in the new age, in the new age of Aquarius, when the new things are coming in, you're like, yeah, look at all this has always been like this. What did that lead us to? Where are that situations it got us in through it? So you go through your old self. You probably go through all the lower vibrations, which is an anxiety, anger, aggravations, controls, manipulations, secret desires, unexpressed feelings. Okay. I will not express the things that I'm thinking, or I'm not going to express the things that are from within me, because the others, they may not going to like me. This is one paradigm from within the shadow, within the old self, that you're going to have to face it now in the new cycle. You like it or not, you have to face it. The energies, the situations within life, they are getting you to this position. And some of you within the new cycle, actually, you learn that. And you're like, oh my God, I should have done this long time ago. I should have been truthfully honest. I should have been. I did all this and so on. And I express now everything that is actually inside of me. And guess what? I don't feel like before. I feel more lighter. I feel more grateful. I feel more better from within me. But now you programming yourself to act only from the new way in you, from the truth, from the honesty, from respect, from the dignity, from yourself to yourself towards others. And now, when you're facing all those challenges within you, let's not talking about problems, you're facing your old self. The more you go into the higher self, the more you're going to dig into the old self. Old issues, they're gonna comes in more stronger, more powerful, but you will fight and find a things that not belong to you. They are a old generational paradigms, programs in you. You have to delete them. You have to understand that they were part of the old. You have to let them go with the grace from within you. And it's like replace it with the program or the downloads, most likely to say properly within that you receive from the new cycle that leads you to this state of higher self and inner peace from within you. You're gonna face those. You're going to delete them and you're going to understand deeply in you with the understanding they don't have a purpose anymore in your life. The programming we're talking about here, it is about when you discover the new things in you. You realize this, you go through your mind, through your thought processes that goes in. You realize and you illuminate that what you was done wasn't proper thing. This is like at work, they have a work procedures, and guess what? These work procedures that were causing so much delays, so much problems, so much situations. They were okay 20, 50, 10,000 years ago. They're not okay today anymore because today pretty much everything goes too fast. Some of you probably looking at that this past this fast paced environment that we are right now in. It's also is within the energies. You're probably doing things so quick and you've done it before. Why is that? Because you evolved. You discovering yourself that the way of the energies, the gravitations, and the power from within you, they are acting much quicker, much faster. Why? They are better, they are proper, they are connect with the truth, and they are working instantly. And now with this instant work, the situations of this proper situations happen more quickly. Have a pay attention that what you did in the past maybe 10 years and how many things it took you to overcome today at this current state of energies that we are, you're doing it work much quicker and much faster. Why? Why is it that? Because everyone pretty much it goes through this state. As a collective, we are all working on this. All of us, we actually improve. The awakening process that happened 10, 15 years ago, now it shows up. Now brings the fruits. Now we catching those fruits of the new patterns that we are, and they help us to program to actually override the old working procedures from within us, and we to establish a new working procedures as different race, as different higher level race, as different energies inside of us. Even though they're gonna feel the collective energies, even though we are going to feel energies that now belong to us, we are still are going to what we have to achieve here as race for it. When you discover the new self, though, it's going to be a little awkward to you because that new self is always actually has been you. You are never open it actually. That was your gift. That was a soul from within you. That was a within the spirit from within you, and that was a the energies inside that helped you recognize the things they don't serve a purpose in your old life. Because if they were working good in your old life, you would have a happy life. You wouldn't evolve. You wouldn't have done anything. You would have been happy. Okay, but they didn't work. They didn't work in for generations before you. They didn't work is from the generations before you, and they don't work for you. Maybe they don't work even for your kids. Now, what happens in there? You're looking into the new place. This mass awakening is going to happen. It's already, I see already that a lot of the people begin to tap it in into the the vibrations of the truth with the inner peace. They're already putting the logic, but it's actually the understanding behind of this, and they're beginning to work from within them. Okay, but the action is going to prove what actually goes on from within. And by you facing your old self, you're going to be facing a shadow that was it from, who knows, maybe 20,000 years ago, maybe even more. Maybe a shadow that has been since dawn of time. But you will. A lot of you is going to end up fighting this inner fight with yourself, with this shadow, because you understand this old paradigms. It's time to let in the peace. Let them go. Let them away. This could be a culture. This could be a religions, understandings, and so on and so on and so on. Why? Because they are blockages. What are they blocking though? They're blocking the truth from within you. They're blocking it, the actual real truth here on earth. What is going on? Okay. So look from within you when you're working within yourself. Look your red flags that you're acting the old way. That is going to be your best checkup point. Okay, this is going to be your quality control in you. Okay, when it's a one company, there is a quality control. Guess what? They do all the measurements. Is this good? This right? They look at it, everything's strengths and so on and so on. Okay, who is going to be the quality chief in there? You. Who's going to be the one who provides everything? You. Everything is done by you, not by someone else. And this is going to be that when you rediscover yourself, you will understand that everything that you originated from within you, in the new self, the new life, your new higher self within this, within the inner peace, within the truth from within you, that is worth it to do all the work. You are worth it to get to the bottom of this from within you. That's going to be the reward from within you with this inner peace. You're finally getting this. That everything that was there is because you had a lot of face masks. You had the face mask at the public, you had a face mask through at home, you had a face mask even from yourself with your partner. Because if that mask falls off, the partnership is gone. It's gonna fade out. They're not gonna accept you. They're not gonna do this. But you're gonna understand it by you wearing those face masks. And you said, I'm like this, but then you're not, the relationship failed. And that comes in because you failed to have a proper relationship from within you. Because if you did not have those face masks, you would have been a true, honest person, and everything was going to be accepted as a true. You say something, you do it, and guess what? It's truth. So you have no problems, no guilt within your conscience, not this constantly worries about, oh well, if the truth's going to come out, or all of it, this is going to happen, oh, and then so on, the fear of abandonment and fear of being judged, and so on, right? You getting it now. That this face mask, they were your self sabotage. You hide it, your true self, from the person you loved from within. But That also applies to yourself. You listen to your face masks. You never took them off to yourself. You never really tossed them in the garbage. And now that's going to be your fight. You to finally let it go of these face masks. You to finally let it go of all this. And you to go ahead and face your old self from within you. It's going to be a lot of inner fights. It's going to be a lot of aggravations. You might go through a lot of anxiety, depressions, or old memories, and so on and so on. You're going to clean up the dirt, and it's like, I should have cleaned this long time ago. Okay. So, for example, you haven't cleaned a spot where you are putting the water into your flower pot, okay, and it builds that calcium in there, and you try to scrub it. Man, I should have cleaned it a long time ago, right? It's already been calcium. It's hard to clean, right? What do you need? You need a calcium remover. You put it in there, let it soak it up a little bit, then you just wipe it off, and boom, you don't have to do it harder. Where did that come from, though? Where does that knowledge came from? Your new self. Your new self telling you the things, how they can done more accurate, more properly, more faster, more efficient, and you are more faster and more efficient yourself. Now you have a different understanding about life. Okay, you have a different way of operation. No more BS. You cut it off of this, because you know if the BS comes in, the BS gonna come out. Okay, within the pipe. Okay, we're talking about the way the universe, the gravitation works. For Hi Salma, thank you for coming in. Hi Maria Richards. Let me draw you this so you guys can get it, because it's connecting to the retrograde energies. For and all right. All right. Okay. So right in here, in the center, it's a black hole, right? And right in here, okay, just picture like this. It's like a tube, okay? But that tube is the gravitational field that it's cut in half. Here's another half, but we kind of like a cut it in half in here. You need to understand that the gravitation goes this way. So, as you see it, the gravitation also comes this way, comes this way, it comes out this way, comes out this way, and can go on like this. That is the magnetic field, right? So whatever you put it in here, that's what pretty much gonna come out. But as you see it, this one right here, okay, it's a counterclockwise, so it's a retrograde mode. And this one, it's a clockwise or direct mode. So what happened is here, we have an issue that came in, we worked that out, but we didn't fix it right. So now the issue is coming in and bring us back. It goes back to the test. We got it right. We're moving to the next stage. We got it wrong. We're going to a retrograde. And here is your explanation about the infinity sign from within you. Some things You learn it all the time until, guess what? Until you find your inner peace. And your inner peace is right in here. When this inner peace grows, 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 because no more energy goes in there, right? No more issues has to be done. Okay? Then this energy just poof blows out, and that energy later on it turns to a galaxy. You grow, you create it. You learned that you are part of the creations from in you. You learn that you recreate something within yourself, the higher self, the thing that you were destined to be from within you. And you are learning that through understanding of the illumination processes and everything that goes on inside of you, you are now reprogrammed your own self with the truth that exists not only within you, but also within the universe itself, within the absolute, in you, that you are part of it. You're part of the universe. You're not just, I mean, you die, you don't take even a single atom out of you. What are you taking with you? The magnetic field that it's left from within you, the soul inside of you. That's what's going to be left on it. The energy. And the energy is you are in control of that energy. You're in the control of your improvement. You're in the control of your life. You're in the control of your gravitations from within you. And I want to say thank you to Ray Skywalker. Okay, thank you, Rachel, for that beautiful questions. And now, you guys, if you have so many questions, you can go ahead and ask. But I want to say thank you to all of you, and you can go ahead and talk about it. All right. So, yeah, Christy, thank you for coming to the chat. If I missed it, did I miss some anybody? And yeah. So that what I had for you. Hopefully, this is answered the thing. But you're gonna go through a lot of emotions. You're gonna go through the dark night of the soul. You're gonna go through burning yourself out, or getting your own self out to die. That's what Lindy Cowling said is about twin flames. You want to become a twin flame? Be ready to die. What it has to die in you? Your old self. This is like you're dying from within. But the old self is in the matrix. The old self has a face mask that represents itself. It's fake. Because you, with the face masks, you represent your fakeness to everyone. You represent yourself out there in the world, out there with in your family, but at the same time from within. And the only way to get out of the matrix, all this, is takes and live away from the false world from within you. So that's powerful. It is powerful. Not easy to get it done, but powerful. Does it worth it? You know deeply inside of you for it. H. Valenti. Hi. Hi, thank you for coming to the chat. And love the inner peace, guys, here in the room. You guys feeling it. The universe is here. The creations is here. So, yeah. Maria Richards, removing our programming and conditionings to original Blue Cross myths. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. That's what it is. Be a one within the universe leads to that cosmic truth from within. The cosmic truth that has been written within the code from within us. Things that we look for it. And your DNA remembers everything. Your DNA knows everything. The subconscious information is inside of your brain. Once you're becoming awakened, you have access to it. When you have that access from within, guess what? You know the truth. Deeply inside of you, you know the truth. You know what you did. You know what did happen. You know what that led into it. Okay? Maybe you went up to the wrong situations. You see this old self, what it did. Okay? You're proud of your old self? Probably not. But the making the decisions and doing the inner work for your new self, that is entirely up to you. But you know the universe from within you, it's leading you and guiding you about that, about this blueprint cosmic thing. Uh, Maria Richards, yes, you're totally correct. My old self is gone completely, and everything in my life is changing. Christy, you're gonna look at it once you're done with your own self. You're gonna be dealing with collective. So much in there. You're gonna understand that you're not gonna only change, but you're gonna begin to change people's patterns. For example, the people I work with, okay, the people who are twin flames or they came for the astrology reading and so on, I work with them. Some of you already know, some of you here, I've been working with it. And you understand that how that changes of the old self helped you. How you cross the line, how you cross the border, how you overcome the fear. Okay. How did you look from within you? What made you do it? Your soul, your spirit, your needs, your happiness. That was the universal program that says, come back into the origin. Come back the origin from within. Come back into the universe because you are the universe. You are the absolute from within you. So Natalia, hi Natalia. Yes, if you cannot wait till Wednesday, let me know. But we're gonna see each other on Wednesday. Thank you for your astrology reading chart that you're, and we're gonna be talking about yes. Maria Richards, I had a flash the message of Christ telling us that was not the end, and no and to live in love to the higher self growth. Yeah, I mean, Jesus wanted to say one great message. He was like, when I leave, I'm going to leave you the advocate, which is the Holy Spirit. You guys know what I'm talking about. But the Holy Spirit is actually the spirit of the universe from within you. That connections, you're part of the universe. And the universe is judging you from inside. The fear of judgment of other people is nothing compared to the fear of judgment of the Holy Spirit in you. That little voice that judging you, that tells you you didn't did this right, you didn't did that right, you're still doing all this old stuff, you're still doing this old things. Guess what? Can you escape that? No. You might escaping, human judgment, you might escaping court rooms, you might escaping all that stuff. Can you escape the Holy Spirit though? I don't think so. And that's what the consciousness inside of you, working with the subconscious, it helps you to face this old self in you. And now when you are in the inner peace with the Holy Spirit, guess what? You have inner peace inside of you and you're like, oh God, I should have better done this long time ago. Right? But that is the energy. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that great when you have that inner cooperation from everything in you, the unifications from within you, these energies, this essence of energies inside? Isn't that better? I know some of you right now, it's like, oh my God. Yes, it is, oh my God. But that is the truth. That's the power of the truth in you. That's who you are. Uh, Ray, releasing those negative childhood labels, unrealized as a child, childhood programming, healing the inner child. Yes, Ray. We had to go, all of us had to go through a lot of this childhood programming. Okay, this the childhood that probably, these parents, for example, they want their kids to be the best doctor, their kids to be the best professor, their kids to be the best at sports, and so on and so on. Well, look at it in there. What do they do? Are they doing from inspirational point, or are they doing it so they can be proud of their kids? Or someday one of their kids gets richer so they can take care of them and they can be able to do this. You know how many cases is the parents they trying to use the kids for whatever situation, so on. There's a lot of childhood programming in there that it's not good. You take the child and you tell them, listen, come here. We're gonna build a desk. I'm gonna teach you how to build desks here. You take the piece of wood, you go ahead, measure it, you cut it, tell them, okay, now you cut it. You see right now, let's get the file here, file that out, the edges, so make sure it's not in right. Now let's go clean that up. Let's go ahead, grab that piece of wood, let's mount it. See what happens now. That's how it goes. The coaches and the sports, okay, they go and they talk to you. Did you give everything you got in you? Let's take a look. Who do you play for? For others? For yourself? Or what do you have? Do you have the love for the sport in you? Are you tough from within you? I know you can do better. I know I can see. But what do you hold on in there? The fear of success. Don't think about success. Do your best in you. And that's how some of you have to do this. You have to go back in there and get this energies inside of you to work in there. You to be self-inspired. You to be self-caught yourself. This is like you have your own company. But guess what? You're the purchaser, the person who buys the raw materials. You are the operator of the machine process. You working on you. You're the maintenance guy who goes there and maintains the machine. You're the person who takes the ready product and look at it. You're the person who qualifies this material. But you are also the person who owns all this. And give yourself the best product, which is you, out there to the world. That is something that it's related with all this old self, continuously improving yourself with the truth within the universe. So no matter where you go, there you are. So yeah, the child programming, very bad thing. Can be used the other way though. Can be used the other way around. Okay, but if your parents they programmed you for a success, and if you trying to use your kids to program them for success because of you, didn't did the work. You didn't. You can't heal in the same environment you grow, and that's where the black sheep comes in. You have to remove yourself from the environment, or the environment that you work in, it'll destroy you. It's going to destroy you from within. Okay? You have to save your own self from within. So, Christy Atkin, yeah, well, it is what it is. Hopefully that the video is great. The quality hopefully doesn't stop, doesn't breaking up. For I did all the work for it. You need to drop everything and start your life all over. Christy, not really drop everything off, but you have to do it step by step. There is something, it's called transition. A lot of the people failed to understand the transition. A lot of people want it now. A lot of the people want it here, now. I demand and I deserve to get. Well, this is not like you pick it up the phone and order a pizza that's going to tell you after 30 minutes your pizza is going to be there. And he's like, okay, well, 32 minutes passed and he's like, where's my pizza? It has nothing to do with that. No, you need to understand. Even the biggest people who made the transitions in life, or they call it the transition coaches. Okay, coaches who help you to transitions in life. Even in the psychologists, that's what they do. They do this transitions periods from within you of what you had and where you go. There is a transitions period of changes. Okay, they don't happen like this. Awakening happen like this, but the awakening comes with so many informations that you just get a little pieces out of it. You have to work each piece little by little, processes from within. Hello, everyone, and everyone yet to come. Hi, CC, glad to see you here. Thank you, Erica, for the heart. All right, Erica, wish you good luck to you. But we're talking about this transition. I want you to thinking about the transitions. I want to explain here a little bit for what is it for transitions. Okay, you, for example, if you haven't studied the book of 4 Ways of Making an Income, that's by Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, how you develop yourself. Okay, there's the 4 ways. You're either worker, self-employer, business owner, or investor. Those are the 4 things. But I want to put it differently in you by using that model. If you work in a job and now you want to have your own business, you need to have a transition period. You can't just quit your job and buy a business that you have no idea about it, because you gonna have to have a rough time learning that business. The best way to do it, and that's what the transition coaches they do, is do your job and have that business as a part-time job and opportunity for you. Then that part-time job you learn more, you learn more, you grow more, you grow more, you grow more. Now that business opportunity makes double the money that you make at your regular job. And now you said, like, you know what? Here for 6 months, I made more income than I worked before. Now it's time for me to take a charge and change from within. But it's the same thing with your new self and your old self. Transition period of time. Give it a time for the transitions to happen from within. But guess what? You will require a 4-letter word. It's called work. You have to put the work for it, the effort, the passions, because it's you. You're not doing it for somebody else. You're doing it for you. So, you guys have some more questions? I'm ready to rock and roll with you guys. Somebody's got to open my chest here to put more things out. I have to take this knowledge out of my head. Guys, is the good presentation, guys? You got guys have the values from within you. Ray, has that helped you of the answer your questions? Oh, you're welcome, Christy. Tiffany H. Hi, Tiffany. Maria Richards, laughing out loud to make me laugh. We gotta work it, work it. What was that song? Work it overtime or something was, or busting a dance move. Yeah, there you go. Dancing is good. I mean, I love to dance. I love music. For kind of like listening quite a few cultures of music to understand that the music is like the water. It doesn't matter where you go. Music is music. It's created for the soul. So, can you talk about how to connect negative programming, how to correct negative programming from childhood? Yeah, okay. Pretty good idea. So, talking about that. Thank you so much, Ray, about this. All right. Okay. So, what is a negative programming from a childhood? You are not good enough. You are lazy. You are not good friend. You you are not good at games. You are not, whatever your case might be. So during the childhood, you get your programming. You need to understand. Hopefully, you guys get this. I don't know if it's backward or not, but hopefully, you get it. So during the childhood, you need to understand how the childhood is represented. I want to tie it up to the astrology. Okay. The first year when you are born, you're acting as the primary fire of life in you. That is the Aries. That is the Aries that takes the essence of life and begins to burn and grow, and you become alive from within. Alive within these situations, then it becomes the second year old, which is you are beginning to walk and touch everything and so on and so on. And the third year, you get into this friendship and so on and on. And then at the fourth year, you get your family. And at the fifth year, you are beginning to recognize things from within, which is connecting to Leo. The sixth year is depending of what you have to reorganize within yourself. And the seventh year, we're talking about the first 7 years of life, you begin to learn how to create the relationships. Not only relationships with others, relationship with your own self. Those are the first seven zodiac signs. Okay, the rest of them they're coming and they're connecting with others in the higher levels. How to express yourself, how you to hurt other people, how to work with other people, how to remove things that are good from within you, which is Pisces, and so on and so on. I want to talk about the first 7 years because that is a connecting with in the childhood from within you. So, for example, you're learning through energy and through vibrations. You are a 3 months, 4 months old baby. So now you are there as a baby. You don't realize anything very much. But guess what? You're hearing a scandal words, you're hearing anger, you're feeling energies of things. And now you begin to cry and cry and cry and cry because you're sensing the energy within the family. That energy is from within you. It creates these patterns from it. Later on, you're 2 years old, you're still hearing all the situations of don't touch this, don't get there, do not do this. You know what? That's not right. Sit on the table, finish your food. You got to eat all the food. If you don't eat all the food, you're not going to get all this, and so on and so on. Now, all that negativity, all this programming, all these energies, they begin to develop from it in you. Okay. Now, the right approach is okay, never ever go out there and make scandals on the front of the babies. Okay, you're gonna learn that. If the baby who needs to cry, you need to understand the baby has to cry. It's some of the mothers' books for it. I know this from my ex-wife. She read the book and she explained it to me, not to scream and yell at her if the baby is crying. I'm like, okay, fine. Turned out it was the right thing. Okay. Don't remember what the book she read, but anyway, it worked. I'm telling you from now on. So the continue within this. I learned it. I learned it within the 2 years old. I remember getting at my daughters, and because they wanted to learn everything, so I took them with me. I put them in my lap, and I explained. This is a CD. We take the CD, give it to Luke. I gave it to hold it, and I take it from my hand and I put it in the CD drive. I closed it, and we played music, and I danced a little bit with, so they will understand and learn. I wait them through the kitchen and I show them the kitchen so they can know how to learn things and so on. Learning the hard way that you have to put a lock safety devices in the bottom rows of the kitchen cabinets because one morning I woke up and my oldest daughter, she helped herself with the flour and the sugar. It was all over the place of the kitchen, and I was so proud of it. Okay, she felt so proud of all this for her. But begins the 3 year old. Okay, and you begins to getting into all these situations. Uh, you begin to understand, and now they have a relationships, or you take him out into to it, and now begins to rise a problems because they see a kids like them. And guess what? If something happened, you begin to work of the kids. You can scream, you can yell at them, you can do all this in solve situations, and so on. And guess what? They begin to understand within this. For example, don't play within this. You're not good enough. Killing the self esteem. You are lazy. You don't want to go out and play. Why you don't want to go out and play? Because he wants to play with the favorite toy. Okay, but you taking it as they're lazy. You are not a good friend because when a day fighting for a toy, he hit somebody. You tell your kid you're not a good friend. Now that sticks within them. You're not good friends with this person, therefore you cannot play. Instead of going there and see what the situations is from within. Um, you're not good at games. I mean, there is something goes on in there, and now you put in yourself that you're not good in games. And when you say you're not good, you're not good, you're not good, you're not good, it turns out when this person becomes to have a relationships, all it's inside of it is not good. So now that person has to create something that he's not good because he gets an attentions in there. Then he needs a lot of these corrections to demolish all this and build something in. But the person grows. The person becomes a teenager. It begins to have problems within the teenager years. The person even gets older, becomes to have a problem as a young adult. Then the young adult gets married, or maybe not, gets married, and guess what? These issues becomes to be showing up because the issues of all this, and Ray, thank you for all this, all begins somewhere right here. And over the time, the issues are growing up. And when you are, let's say, on your 30s or 50s, for example, this cup begins to be full. Okay, that's one cup of problems and issue. What you need to do, take this cap off here and let it come out. Let it heal. Let it go of all this that you had as a childhood. Okay, you have to let it go. And when you let it go, you healed because you don't engage it anymore from within you. You're not doing it. You heal from within yourself that childhood traumas that you actually inherited. Okay, that you are programmed with that in you. You just take the cap off. You not hold on to it. You're thinking it with all the issues that you have in your inner child from within. You take them off because they don't serve your purpose anymore. What is service purpose they have? They do not. You damage your life because of this. Not healing your childhood traumas in you. They damage enough people, they damage enough you. You lost a lot of friendships, you lost a lot of situations, and you have to remove yourself within this. And you become the black sheep. The black sheep that says, enough is enough. It's time for me to look at it and grow on my own. And that look and grow from being on my own is not what a lot of the people here now are doing without understanding that this is the path of the age of Aquarius. Everyone does their inner work on their own from within. Four. So, but to correcting this negative energies, right? You have to cut it first. What this is. So, for example, if you have fear of talking to people, you had a fear of expressing yourself as a childhood. Take a look at it. What was the reason for it? Maybe the parents told you, shut up, I don't want to hear you. And now you have a fear of expressing your feelings, you're expressing your thoughts, expressing your situations. What do you have to do now? The opposite. Go express yourself out in the world. Go write. Go open up a YouTube channel, for example. Go do everything because you were suppressed. If your problem is, for example, you're not successful, you don't have to go ahead and prove to your parents or somebody else that you are not successful. Mm-mm. Prove it to yourself. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody about it. To yourself. You become your true self because you find the powers from within you. You are not good friend. You probably don't have a lot of friends. If you have that issue that you don't have a lot of friends, go talk to people you don't know. Go make friends. Go have some friends relationships. Go learn about the friends relationships. Go do these things. Why? Because maybe for some reason or for some way, they restrict you to play. For example, if you grow up in a town where they are as a mutual ethnic groups, okay, for example, guess what? Don't play with these guys because they are like this. You might gonna get this. You might gonna get these sicknesses. They might gonna do something bad to you. You know what? Don't go play with these guys too because it is. Go play only with the one or two people there like us, and that should be okay. Limits, controls, manipulations in there. And now you're restricted. You only resonate with people who are with you. You cannot go out and connect with people who are different than you. So if you are at a certain race, for example, or culture in there, go socialize with other cultures. You're going to learn a lot of things in there, a lot of good things, and that might help. And as some of you who have this cultural development as a kid, as a childhood for it, and you look at it, this thing, and when you see that forever they program you as a child, you actually are correcting inside of you, and that's how you're correcting. But you have to call it what it is. So uh, you're not good at games. Okay, you're not like playing. All right, and you're like, I didn't learn how to socialize in the games. I didn't see in that. Guess what? Go to a one country bar if you're in the United States, or go to a a pub where they're dancing traditional things and songs and so on. Go dance there. Go into a dance club. Go learn if you are in South America. Go and learn salsa or bachata or whatever, tango, Latino American dances. Go out there. You're gonna be playing in there. You're gonna be learning it to do it for in you. Okay, but don't feel sad about the missing moments. Okay, you're correcting things in you. That's what you're here for. You're gonna correcting in those issue array and this negative programming that they put up inside of you in your mind of people, of situations, or culture, or wherever it might be. You're gonna be able to overcome, and then you're gonna be in peace within yourself because you have to face the limitations. This is what the limitations do. The limitations, they're telling you, you have to work on me. This is limit in here. Okay? You have to work there. That limit, that wall, that darkness, these hidden things. They're telling you what they are. And then you look inside of it. Okay? Less fear, more peace. Exactly. But it's not only to a fear. There is also a lot of emotions involved in there, within this. A lot of lost emotions. Yeah, it's a lot of lost maybe time, life, and so on, because of a childhood traumas. But the childhood traumas are there, and you're here now. They are there in the past. You're here now. That's why I don't focus too much on the past, but you have to. have the ability to let it go. Let that go. All right. Hopefully that helps you to answer this, right? All right. You guys have any thoughts, ideas? Yeah, help my inner child through my mission, work healing others. Da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da, da-da. I got the power. There you go. Yeah. So, you guys, any topics, suggestions? I'm open for it. Hopefully, you guys like it. This because it's a beautiful thing. Actually, I love the every day. I love to do this chant because more and more inner peace we spreading out, which is pretty good. I will talk about last night. We had the chat for the room for it. The chat we're only going to be able to do it over the weekend because throughout the weekend it's in the late afternoon Bulgarian time, but it's good for like a morning time in the United States. It's good for the Europe, Africa, even some portions within Asia. That's kind of like a too late sometimes, so and so on. It's like 10, 11 o'clock in India, and I think also in Australia is okay for it. So if you guys want this chat to happen, let me know. We are going to do either Saturday or Sunday, depends of if you have an appointment or talking to people or some of you making a consultations with me and so on. And yeah. All right. So I'm ready for suggestions of topic. Sometimes when asking for a topic is like, I don't know. It's hard to be because we are doing this every day and it's hard for a topic. There is a calm energy here. It is. Actually, the calm energy is increasing now in a big, huge way. Big, huge way. A lot of releases going on right now. What is our purpose as a twin flame relation, God and energy? Christy, I think we talked about this while back. There is a staying in the present moment. Ooh, Diamond B, that's a good one. Oh, hi guys. I've been looking up for you. You guys see me? I'm talking about Blue 3333. I gotta talk. So I'm gonna be calling you after the talk. I got some stuff for you. All right. Salma, there is a. I don't like to do this, but in the YouTube, when you subscribe, there is a bell in there. And when you click on the bell, there is a like you getting all notifications. So when I'm there, usually it's between the hour of 4 and 4:30. In there, you get the message on your YouTube that I'm gonna be live for it. Good morning to you guys. Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? ¿Está todo bien? Mucho gracias. Esta es tú de la charla. Mi es sonada de hablando de tú. La muchas información. So, yeah. So wherever you guys pick it up, but Christy, yeah, I think we talk about this question about the purposes of twin flame. We did talk about that. So you'll find it. Probably maybe like 2 or 3 weeks back. Take a look through the videos. You'll see through that or just search the channel purpose. Put the purpose word as a keyword in the search my channel, and you'll come up. I'm sure it will. Much love to you and all. Yes. So staying in the present moment, that it's a hard thing. Staying in the present moment. Uh, does anyone have any other idea? Anyone's gonna supporting the idea of Diamond B about the staying in the present moment? Yes, The Power of Now. That's a book. Very beautiful book. The Power of Now. I read it. For okay, we are gonna go with that. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Christy. And okay, staying in the present moment and the power of now. Okay. Mhm. Diamond B and Ray. All right. Um, because of Lee, that doesn't mean to love yourself so another can love you. What does it mean to love yourself so another can love you? That is about the self-love. If you don't love yourself, you're not gonna be able to take off your face masks off. You're not gonna be truth, you're not gonna be honest, you're not gonna be in peace with yourself. But when you are like this, you actually give that love to the person that loves you. How they gonna evaluate this? Are they having a face mask or they have some situations within them? That's a whole another ball game. But you can't be loving a person like this if you don't love yourself. That's what that came from CC. Okay, that's what it's coming from. Before you're in a relationship with someone, you gotta have the relationships from within you with you. You to be the honest person. If you would search on honesty, you gotta be honest with yourself. Okay, so a lot of the people may present themselves as honest, but practicing honesty, that's a different story. Because people still don't realize that they're acting from the part of their face mask. When the face mask's off, then the honesty goes away. Now they see and you see there was no honesty in there. But that's what comes in that love is love. Okay. But that's what the mean. Cece, is that what the topic suggestion, or that was just a question? Because to me, it was just more like question here. Uh, yes, but what that look in real life? CC, the way that looks in the real life. Okay, it is. I said I'm gonna do something, and I'm doing it. I'm said I love you, and I love you. Okay, it's not like I said I love you, and 3 months later, oh, I never said I love you. You see what I'm saying? That's what that's mean. The self-love, it is the dignity from within you. It is the relationships, the personal relationships with you. It's the personal relationships from within the divine, from within you. The worst thing you do to yourself is to lie to yourself. That's what it looks like in the real life. You look at it, your life the way it is, and so on. People who lie themselves, they are self-sabotaging. When they present themselves about being something, but they are actually something else, they're self-sabotaging. They end up to a lot of crashes in life. for this example. And that's what it's mean. When you love yourself, you don't allow these things to happen in your life. When you say you love, you love. You show up as love. You show actions as love. You show up the energies of love. You give the love. That's what it's mean to be in a real life. Look like in real life. If you're caring and honesty, yes. Respect. You're not going to allow, if you're masculine age, you're not going to allow someone to disrespect a woman. You're not. For example, that's what it looks like in real life. All right, so tomorrow we're going to be talking about staying of the present moment and the power of now, for and so on. How to distinguish between self karma or family karma. Ooh, Blue Swan, that is a good topic, man. You know what I'm going to do? Blue Swan, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write it down for the day after tomorrow topic. I love that topic. How about that? You guys agree on this? For it, it was a subject I know of myself. Don't really understand how the actions are. Baby language explanation. I mean, all right. Okay. 1 second, CC. How to distinguish between self karma and family karma. All right. Yes, exactly. Uh, Cece, why you retract your messages? I was about to reply to you. I wanted to write it down because I asked you before if that was a question or a topic, but you just replied that that was the topic suggestion for it. That's okay. It's Mercury, Mercury retrograde. Hopefully, Cece is still here. Cece is still here. Yeah. Hopefully that was not a lot of miscommunications in here, but things happens. It's okay. Mercury retrograde is gonna come back. Don't worry about it. We are going to calm down and pray that CC is all right. Yes, things like this can happen here. Situations like this can happen here. You need to understand this. It's nothing is perfect. Okay, we have to stay in the peace because that peace will transfer that peace from within. Okay, guys. So this is not like you picking it up one person and so on. Yes, much love to CC. Okay, I'll probably contact it later on the Facebook, and I'll talk to personally from within, see what happens in there. But you need to understand this pressure energies can really lead you to take the things personally from within you, and that's what I here as an example actually. Uh, in the United States, there is a brand of cotton swabs. I say cotton swabs are here. Usually, people use it for a lot of medical things or for makeup or, you know, clean up your earwax or so on. But the brand that it's there is called Q Tips. And the Q tip, the single one, stays for one thing: quit taking it personally. And clean up your ears with this is take these words that I'm telling you right now is quit taking it personally. Because when you take the things personally from within you, there's gotta be something connect from within you. Why everything has to be personality, literally for you. And we are going to learn here as a society that everything affects the society from within. Okay, there is a one quote out there that I read it today. You need to understand the water is water. Whatever it goes is a water. In the movie, uh, The Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi broke one cup and was showing up a uh, what is either that movie or is the Little Buddha. Anyway, so he broke the cup of tea. And he says, "You know what is this cup of tea is inside? There is water in there." And he wiped it with the rag and squeezed the rag. And there is a water in the rag. Squeezed it, and it's like the water doesn't change. Or just change the place. That is it. So yeah. Okay, guys. So want to apologize to CC if anything I did for it. Hopefully, we are going to be able to sort those things out. But I want you guys to take a look into your triggers. Take a look these transformations of your higher self and the new self from within you, within your own inner self. How do you feel? What do you feel? What do you sense? What is the energies around you? What is the situations and lives around you? What is everything around you? What is the reality in you? And that's going to help you to better make these transitions of understanding from the new self to your old self. All right, guys. So let's share the love here, and let's pray that hopefully everything is okay with CC. Much love, guys.